Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Tangledeep. So I noticed while setting up here to record, we have this Nord's Helm of Focus in our inventory. This is something I picked up at some point without really having noticed it. I think this probably should replace our Tireless Incorruptible necklace. Poison resistance is not that big a deal. We're not running into that many things that poison us. It has the same +2 all stats that the other thing has. The Nord's Helm gives us +5 stamina, +5 energy versus the necklace's +10 stamina, but it also gives us 10 additional discipline and the Nordic Shout ability. And I don't actually even know what the Nordic Shout ability is, but I do know that discipline reduces the amount of damage we take from elemental typed damage, which currently is the thing I'm most afraid of. It's hard to parry fireballs, so that seems like a good way to go. And let's have a look at this Nordic Shout. Pushes all nearby enemies away. Of course, yeah, you know. It's the reference. That's not a thing that's tremendously useful to us, but... Oh no, I failed the quest. I forgot about... Yep, okay, whatever, it's fine. Whatever, man. I don't care about Katars. Okay, so make some money by fighting bog frogs. I guess we can do that. Find the frog bog. Get job points. We're not probably going to do that. Actually, we're probably not going to fight that many bog frogs either, because I don't think that they appear in the part of the dungeon above the boss we're about to fight. I don't know. We'll see. Fight some guy on floor 12 who you would have fought anyway. Get some stuff for doing a thing you're already going to be doing. Sounds pretty alright to me. I want to come over here and check out our grove before we go. I just want to see what it looks like. I know that there's nothing new to get from it. Well, our trees all look the same. I was kind of hoping that the Dazzle leaf would have a unique appearance, or... I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird that that tree's called a Dazzle leaf, and it's weird that it has, like, the quality of the seeds is yellow, which is, you know, a pretty high quality of gear. Okay, we already sold all of our easy gear. Let's sell a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of other crap I don't need. So I think we're probably going to want to bank a thing or two here. This is the part of the dungeon where we're most likely to die. So what I want to do here is sell all the stuff I don't actually want. Yeah, like clubs of beast slaying and whatnot. You can hold on to that armor. Okay. And now, with this money, we are going to go and bank a couple of things. Store items. There we go. My mouse cursor was over the menu, which was complicating things slightly. So we could probably just feed monsters with this stuff. But I want to save, like, our rose petals. We're not going to use them right now. I think we'll probably not use them on this character. So let's bank these for future characters who would benefit more from a low-level monster companion. People who are still further down in the dungeon. And there was something else I wanted to bank too. What was it? Oh, I think we have another... Yeah, we have more Dazzle Leaf seeds. I guess these... Oh, they grow into a tree that drops gems. Hey, maybe if I read the item descriptions, I would not have such questions. Okay, well in that case, we don't need to bank these. I was thinking maybe, you know, once we figure out what the trees do, it might be nice to have... seeds to replace our not good trees. So these are common Mighty Grainshade seeds. These are uncommon Mighty Grainshade seeds, and there's not any obvious difference if you don't actually, like, look at the description. That's weird. So I guess we should pay more attention to the seeds we pick up, because some of them are better than others. Presumably. Alright. How do I want to heal? Do I have a cheap heal available this level? Yeah, you know what? I'll just take this. Let's go into this thing fully healed with a lot of options, a lot of defensive stuff on us, and, of course, a monster in our employ. Okay, yeah. Limited turns. Not so limited. A monster who shoots ranged attacks at people is probably pretty good for this fight. Well, well, well. Look who's found her way into our nest, boys. The worm returns, carrying all her best treasure right into our waiting claws. Boy, I don't even know how to begin to read that. And thank you, Wormy Worm. You saved my boys from having to break their backs hauling around all that shiny loot and tasty cheese. It's true, I do have a lot of cheese in my bag. Wormy Worm is not a good He's sort of like leached all the menace out of the conversation. This bag is very heavy, yes. I'm glad we both appreciate how full of tasty loot fruits Tangledeep is. Maybe you hatched from the wrong nest, Wormy Wrigglebits. That's better. You would have been a useful vassal. We could have collected many shinies together. Instead, you had to make Boss Lady angry, and she's too busy for things like mercy or kindness. Hey, the only lady you need to worry about right now is me. I'm going a little deep on like the bad guy voice. He's a bird. Or I should bird this up a little bit. Listen, I'm not a professional voice actor. Behold the great power of Boss Lady's research. The Transition Amplificator even. A wonder that will fill my boys with vast and tremendous power, so we can fill you with hurt and pointy swords. I told you wriggled your way in too deep, but you didn't listen. I don't think... No, he does not. Do you even know what that thing does? No, there's no way. It does this! Yeah, that's not what he was going for. What is going on here? I can't... What did you even do, man? What did you even do? I did exactly what I meant to. Yes, of course. This is the blooming of my master plan, Wormbo the Worm, and now you get to eat the fruits. But not the good fruits like I was saying earlier, these are bad ones. Choke on them while I watch from a safe but reasonable distance. Yeah, that's... I love him slowly rotating off the screen, that's delightful. Hey, look at all the loot we can get. So, obviously, you know, I probably, if I were a smart guy, I would have turned on the Song of Might before stepping up here. So we got some shadow demons. Fortunately, our bad chemist is drawing some of their fire. I don't know that there's really a lot of strategy that needs to be applied right at this moment. I'm trying to think here. You should probably put the flame serpent up. Stuff's gonna get pretty weird. This alchemical gas is cast by our guy, so it's probably okay to stand in it, right? Yeah, I'm not taking damage from the alchemical gas. We're really, we're doing a lot of damage. I do maybe not want to stand in all of these shadow bolts. But there's not really a good way to get out of them without stepping into materialized shadow, which hurts. So I think I'm just gonna keep smashing dudes. Let's pop a potion charge and because we are crushing these guys. I do kind of a huge amount of damage now. All right. The chemist has eaten this materialized shadow spot already, so we can step out here. Ooh. That's very interesting. I don't know what I've never seen a skill orb before. Well, that sucks. We're gonna get shadow bolted a little bit here. Oh, I was hoping I would dash into this space. So we can't even move out of the way of that because we're rooted. We took a lot of damage really quickly there at the end, but we really are doing a lot of damage now. It helps to equip your weapons. If you learn nothing else about Tangledeep from this series, learn that. It's good to have your weapons equipped. Whew, that device Dirtbeak used. It looked like the same technology as the Dreamcaster, but far more sinister. It's true, it was a darker color, there were red highlights on it. It's always a bad sign. I can't let him keep it. Who knows what kind of damage he could do to Riverstone? I have to find him and this boss lady he keeps talking about. I gotta be honest with you, things are going better than I was expecting. So you can see these are our flame serpents that were summoned for free by parrying. We are discovering some weird stuff. The name Jaranex has appeared in many ancient tales and tomes, but its meaning is unclear. It appears alongside runes meaning magic, dreadful, and perhaps chocolate? I may have gotten that last one wrong. Hey, listen, even legendary wizards and stuff like chocolate. Chocolate's just good. So you found a skill orb. By using this in the Dreamcaster, you can add a skill modifier to a piece of equipment. Of course, you need to learn the ability for the skill modifier to work. Once a modifier has been added, just equip the gear to transform your skill. Okay. And one skill mod does not count toward the limit of 3 mods on the item. That's interesting. So we want to bank these items until we're playing as a class that has those modifiers, and then we want to put them on our gear. Okay. Let's, am I allowed to smash up the stuff in here at all? Nope. You know, there could be loot in it. Also, I just like breaking stuff. These are both perfectly valid reasons to try to smash the thing. Yeah, check it out. Okay, we're gonna examine all of our new gear in just a moment. Figure we may as well pick up everything there is to pick up before we do that. Okay, well, none of that stuff was any good anyway. Let's have a quick look here. So, a bunch of garbage. We did pick up a holy symbol of concentration. If we were playing as a class that cared about discipline, this is a pretty great item. Like, honestly, maybe great enough to stash it. What is discipline really good for? Spirit power. Okay, so casters. Spirit and discipline both contribute to your spirit power, although spirit contributes more. Now, what about this thing? What is this? 30 HP, 6 core stats, regain 3% of max energy when defeating a non-trivial enemy. It's not bad. It's not exactly blowing my mind. Plus 6 all-core stats is pretty great. Do I want to replace my Nord's Helm of Focus? Yeah, you know, the extra strength and guile are definitely worth the loss of discipline. That shock ring of muscle's not going anywhere, though. Oh, who is this now? Hello there. A fine view up here, isn't it? I would speak with you, if you have a moment. I suppose I do. Hello there. You and I are lucky, aren't we? Few people get to see the wonders of Tangledeep this far in. Yeah, everything out here is incredibly dangerous. She's feeling a little more badass than I am. I feel like I'm just on the border of dying, constantly. Yes. Yes, we are. People like you and I are rare. We seek beyond the edges, we question everything, and we climb. Oh, do we climb. There are few like us, SB, and I am of the mind that we should get to know one another better. Okay. I mean, right now, we know nothing about each other, so we certainly couldn't take that in the other direction. Tell me, SB, what's the most interesting thing you've seen up here? You know, Duke Dirtbeak said this cheese thing, and now it's all I can think about. No, I'm gonna say there's some weird items and stuff. Oh, you speak to my heart. I cannot believe the things I've seen here. And you, my friend, have yet to scratch the surface. I bet that you get the same response no matter which thing you pick in the last one. In that I envy you, because that elation of new discovery is unparalleled. I'll never forget it. What you must never forget is that the mysteries we solve must be in the goal of the good of the people. This is part of the truth that you and I share. In time, you will come to understand this. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Who are you, again? She's not I can't even ask, really. Forgive me, SB, but I have important work that needs attending to. I'll warn you, out of kindness, that Tangledeep is twice as dangerous from here on out. Persevere. Survive. Your curiosity will be sated in ways you can't yet imagine, but don't lose yourself in your quest for knowledge. This seems like a big leap, logically, but Duke Dirtbeak did say the boss lady, and also, like, how would somebody be on the other side of his little fortress here if they weren't, you know, allied with him? Ha! Yes, some would certainly say that. In time, I'll share with you what my purpose is, and why I must fulfill it. For the good of all of us. Until then, SB, I really wish that I had asked who she is, or had the opportunity to ask that at any point during that conversation. So, that rumor, Stonehewn Halls. Okay, this is the way we want to go. We probably ought to eat something. Oh, it actually just tells you straight up what the skill modification will be. So we'll, these will be more meaningful to you once we see some of the other classes. We're low enough on health that I wonder if I should just tent. We have a bunch of tents. And the whole reason I wanted these is so that we can easily refill our health all the way, instead of having to spend a ton of items to do so. But also, legs of turkey still replenish quite a lot. As you've noticed, most items are replenishing a percentage of your total health. It's a popular name for monsters. Shadow Grasp, Frostspike, Blazing. Man, Ooh, this guy's shadow and lightning resistant. That's a shame, because my good weapons are shadow and lightning weapons. Well, let's hit him once with the lightning weapon. I hit him for 80. Start the potion running. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're doing better damage with the non-elemental Nodachi. Well, he's pulling in additional enemies. This thing's gone hostile. You know, I was kind of hoping that that would break line of sight. So it looks like we're just committed to this fight. The good news is the way they're standing allows me to get my cross slash off on both of them. So we're doing a lot of damage, we're getting a lot of parry chance. Unfortunately, we're not doing enough damage. He's still at 70%. I've only hit him once or twice, but it needs to be better than that. The good news is we got a parry off and it spawned a flame serpent underneath him. I guess the thing to do is just hammer on him. I don't know that there's really... we can throw a verse into our song here. Yeah, let's bolster our defensive attributes instead of the thing we were doing, and then I'm going to lay the Versa challenges on. Targeted enemy becomes more aggressive, but will increase your defense and damage each time it hits you. So actually, I probably want to challenge the one that's not the one I'm currently killing. Right, because we'll continue to get buffs from him even after we've finished off this guy. And another potion charge. This is going to be tough, though. Now, we do have a teleportation scroll. Maybe I should use it. Okay, there's a bed of flames, but there's no flame serpent here. So the flame serpents remain in their orientation around us. So if I were to teleport like to here, he wouldn't be in a flame serpent anymore, which is a shame, but we might just have to accept that because I'm really taking a lot of damage very quickly. Let's hit him one more time. So 50% chance to ignore damage and ground effects. That's useful. All elemental resists up, improved chance to block and parry, and of course our blocks and parries our parries are fantastic. We're getting through him. I'm just worried that we're gonna die before it happens. Okay, we'll hit him one more time. Then we go and we eat campfire roasted meat, which we have one of. That will mostly refill us. And remember, we can do significant damage to them during their turn if we get a parry off. There we go. Ooh, fancy. And now for this guy, we can switch back to our good sword. He's hitting pretty hard. Let's back up here. We'll just take a moment, replenish our health. This is annoying. He's blocked us in. Well, not really much for me to do here. Yeah, I can cast Dust in the Wind. That burns a turn. Like, we're kind of just waiting for him to come over to us. So I'm looking for things I can do with our turn that will not be just totally wasteful. We have 5 turns left on that. Let's roll another potion charge. Yeah, he's got to come over to us, though. He has used Frostspike armor. Okay, so we're going to hurt ourselves pretty badly hitting him. How badly? None. I did not, in fact, take any damage there. He has become blinded. Now I'm on fire. You know, it's happened sometimes. Okay, that wasn't so bad, actually. I thought that was going to end up being worse than it was. So we've got some luminous running shoes, an ancient vestment or two, rust-biting reinforced crossbow, a lucky holy symbol. Not spectacular loot, but I mean, at this point, you know, you can't really expect... Hey, don't do that. I do love the free flame serpents. Also, I love the random blinding. That's pretty alright. Where are we at JP-wise? We're saving up 600 for the next sword passive, right? That's going to be a little while. Okay, he's a puller. It's not totally ideal. Well, he's gotten the attention of some guys already. Let's just go ahead and set the ground on fire over here. Ow! 72, 63... Yeah, I took some real damage there. We're rooted, so we can't move away. I need to not die here. So instant health might be good, but we might be better off just hitting the enemy here. Provided we don't miss, we'll kill him. We can't move away. We can teleport out. I think we'll probably be alright here, though. I'm going to do cross slash even though it's going to only hit one guy, just so that I get the bonus parry chance. Okay. So this is the way up to the next floor. We're not quite ready for that yet. The fact that we're having a hard time on this floor means that we need to take every opportunity we can get to get stronger. So, this is interesting. These pillars are pretty different in visual style than the surroundings, right? And they have numbers on them. This has been this way since the first time I played the game, so a much earlier build. I assumed that those numbers might be part of a puzzle of some kind, but it didn't seem to be the case, at least then. And there just wasn't... I tried entering the sequences of numbers, I tried... moving in the patterns described by these if you take them as the keypad on your computer. Don't really seem to be anything. But boy, they sure look suspicious, don't they? We're having a remarkably hard time hitting this thing. I feel like our parry chance is quite good. We're really, this build is starting to come together. That's often the case when you get into your second class, if you've chosen a second class that has reasonable synergy with your first one, that is. Stuff just starts to come together. Your character starts to feel much more powerful. It's one of the most compelling things about the game. Okay, random blowtorch. We are not finding a huge amount of exciting loot. I wonder if Duke Dirtbeak will always drop something really cool, or if it's just the first time that you kill him, he drops a legendary just so that you're introduced to the idea of legendaries existing. 172 is not bad. It's a pretty alright charge. Ooh, wow, okay. A lot of things occurred there. How am I going to deal with this room? Well, I guess this guy's not even really a threat. I really like to hack down one enemy at a time, generally. But the frog just used his charge right before the Floriconda pulled us in, so I guess he's gonna have to approach us slowly here. Let's Flame Serpent in this direction. Oh no! We didn't kill that bog frog with physical. Gotta try to remember to do that. I don't know if it's a good idea to take that chest. We're certainly not having a lot of trouble with the normal monsters. But the boss monsters are very clearly difficult enough to be a serious danger. So I don't know if we want to take a Pandora's chest and have that become even more the case. A Conjurer and Illusionist. Okay, that's annoying. So as a Conjurer, he'll summon toads and stuff. And as an Illusionist, he'll create copies of himself. Although this is not a copy. This is actually a different terrifying boss monster. I think we should back up into this passage over here. Wow. That sucked. And of course there's an enemy already in here. Man. Well, we're in grave danger. How am I going to survive this? So I want to use the bottleneck here to make it so that we can only be attacked from one side at a time. Hey, we got to eat something. I'm just worried that we're going to die this coming turn. What's our best immediate healing option? Probably nothing. Yeah. Well, Alright, let's just eat something that restores a lot of health. I think it's probably going to be the chicken dinner, right? Where is that? Here we go. 433. Okay, we didn't die that turn. We should replenish health pretty quickly going forward here. And I think this might be a good time to throw up the magic portal, because we need to get out of here. If we teleport out and then come back in, we'll be... First of all, we'll be able to come back at full health with like a song already running, and we'll be able to hopefully we won't have to deal with the summons. I'm not sure if backing out of here and coming back in will mean that the summons despawn, but I think that's how it works. Boy, they're just surrounding every space with garbage we can't stand in. Okay. Let's keep this rolling until we are actually out of here. It's going to be like a lot of time. My concern is that if we back up into the actual room, we run the risk of letting them swarm in and be able to attack us even more. So I'm going to do this. We're going to stay right where we are. There's not really any sense in hitting him. I'm not gonna do enough damage to kill him in 4 turns. So I guess, yeah, we just wait. Okay. That woman Shara acted like she knew me, but I've never heard her name or seen anyone like her around Riverstone. Oh yeah, well if I've never heard her name, how do I know it? Because she certainly didn't tell it to me. Maybe someone here knows something I don't, like her name? I guess I'll ask around and see. Hey, do you know the name Shara by any chance? Shara. S-H-A-R... 80. Focus. It's such a shame, but all the same, I don't think I've heard that name. You say she floats, but has no wings. Are you sure you're not just seeing things? Yeah, thanks, Katie. That's what I came here for, was poetry. Take all my garbage. Take all this stupid garbage. Okay. The good news is we're 8 XP off of a level, so when we kill one of the bosses, we'll immediately full heal for fighting the other one. The bad news is, this is going to be very, very difficult. Hey, Nando. Indeed, I do know that name. Not that I've met her in person, but my brothers and I have to keep tabs on a lot of folks to make sure the goods keep moving along and the pulse of trade doesn't skip a beat. She's a real mover and shaker out there in the depths of Tangledeep. Lots of folks will step to whatever count she calls, no questions asked. If I had to sing it, I'd tell you she's orchestrating all the bandit activity in the Follies. But I can't prove it, and if you can't prove it, you can't move it. That's not a real... What would that even mean, Nando? This guy thinks he's really hip, in a way that kind of bothers me. So yes, chicken dinners, awesome. Throwables, food... Mint herb brew, not, a lot of health, but instant health can sometimes be all you need. We have a lot of money. How much JP am I at? Not nearly enough. Okay, we're still not doing that. Still not doing that. Discover the casino, which can be reached through the casino. Sure. Whatever, man. She really wants us to find that bog. I mean, this is kind of expensive, but it's probably... Well, we'll use a tent. Alright, do you know the name Shara? Shara? That is a name I never expected to hear again. So, she was as strong as they said after all. Shara is, a force of nature. She is the resilient sapling that pushes through the leaves and branches of other trees to reach the light. And she was as little as a sapling when she first arrived at our doorstep. You mean, she lived here? No, not here, but in another hamlet near the Follies. Percy and I had settled there for a time, and we watched as the villagers tried to raise her as their own. Shara wanted to play with the other children, but, the poor thing, they were so frightened of her. The way she looked, her powers. She hurt them? Well, I don't think she ever meant to hurt anybody. Can a child bear true malice within? The answer to that question is yes, by the way. No, she was a threatened animal, and she lashed out like any threatened animal would. But not with her fists. She would stare with those red eyes, and whoever she looked at would just stop. They stopped yelling, they stopped teasing. They became like wooden puppets. The villagers knew it couldn't continue, so the people she still trusted journeyed with her deep into the Follies one day. Oh, these memories. I thought they would be less painful to recount after all these years. They left her there, alone, a child that had never ventured into Tangledeep. With the way it shifts and changes, they knew she would never find a way back. And then my hand twitched and I skipped the thing, sorry. I think we get the thrust of where this is going. Would it be naive of me to think she has found happiness somehow? Yeah, it seems she didn't seem that happy when I met her. She commands the bandits, and she's after something. Then, let us hope it is something good, SB. It seems from your story like it's probably not, but alright, hope is good. Oh dear, do my ancient ears deceive me? You did say Shara, did you not? Yeah. I cannot speak of this, my child. It was a time when I failed a young one and let harm befall her. Talk to Erin. She too— you know that I just talked to Erin. You're standing right there. There's zero chance that you did not overhear that. Just being a jerk. Okay, well, I guess let's go hit the grove. We should probably do some cooking. We should probably... Hey, you know what? It might be worth item worlding again a little bit. You know what else we should do is we should store anything that we want to store now because there's like a real chance I'm going to die. So, we have an unusual crossbow. This is a high-level crossbow. Right, like base crossbows are 193. This is 224 power. The fact that this is a higher tier of crossbow, I think it's good enough reason to sack it away. This thing that gives plus 20 discipline, that seems like something worth saving. Consumables I'm a lot less concerned about. We should probably use our monster chow. Just go and cheer up one of the monsters. But I think that's all the stuff I really want to make sure that we save. So let's go give the monster chow to somebody, and then we'll try to level up some more of our items, because I could use a little bit of help up here in this dungeon. I guess we'll ask her. You know Shara? Oh, yeah, that name ring-a-lings a bell. Sure, Dingus. Jessie is horrible. Jessie's the worst. It's been a long time, but yeah, Shara and I were real close. Always thought she was a real beauty. Friendly, too. We got along thick as thick gets. Oh, and the way she'd take care of all the others. A real mother hen, that one. It came naturally to her, just like her nesting instinct. You're talking about a bird. Yes. It's not the right Shara. Okay. View monsters. Hey you, how would you feel about some monster chow? Okay. He brought back a leg of turkey for us, I think. Something that ends with turkey. Pretty sure it's a leg of turkey. Was he the one that likes carrots? He was. The other one likes Java beans. Like, how do you feel about pumpkin bread, though? Okay, he brought us another item that I can't see what it is. Does he want this curry? He does want this curry. Okay, he fetched us a barrier potion. That's cool. Okay, so now they're both discontent. I kind of want to breed them, but like this is a concern for the next character, I think. It's better to start breeding monsters and pulling in new monsters when we're on a less dangerous floor of the dungeon. So for now, I think we're going to save the rest of this stuff. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to give the Java beans to Buzzy, since we know that he loves Java beans, and also I don't know how to use them for anything. Okay, what item do we want to level up? What do we have on us that's really great, that we could really push? I guess the Veil is an obvious answer to that question. Let's use a tent before we do anything. Alright, day 14. I am, in fact, ready to take a spin in the Dreamcast. That's right, I don't even talk to you. I don't need you. So, guaranteed upgrade, 5 stamina, 5 energy. It's not that great, really. I mean, maybe we just upgrade our cloak? Add some dodge chance and stuff. Maybe we can get this to be a little bit more powerful defensively. Yeah, let's go for the cloak. And there's no sense in holding on to money. Wow, this is a very expensive item to actually add magic to. Well, I say let's spend it all because, again, I'm afraid of dying, and if we die, our gold's not really worth anything. So we'll put on our backup suit of armor. Actually, do I want to use one of these other ones instead? So this is 16% physical resist, minus 3 damage. 33% chance to freeze melee attackers, 25% chance to warp when hit. This is really not a good melee fighter armor. Yeah, this'll do. Okay, so like I said, sometimes the item world's gonna be a little bit strange. We don't really need to hang around here. The Deadly Void hits you for 12 damage, which is maybe... I mean, that's not what I would... Not what I would call deadly, exactly, but I guess I get where they're coming from. Alright, let's kill a lot of monsters in very quick succession here. Oh, that's right, doing this is going to force that level up early. Well, that's fine. Let's, Ooh, new Flask Infusion. Heals an additional 6% of max HP or heals 3% instantly. No, I think we want the larger amount of total additional healing. Okay, I was hoping this guy was going to move to here, so that we could charge to him and potentially skip walking in some of the garbage. Oh, that's right, we were picking up planks. You automatically lay down planks when you have some that help you cover up dangerous ground. Well, I was hoping that we'd be able to just move away from all the enemies without fighting them, but I guess we're fighting everybody. Okay. The good news is that frog bull rushing us out to here is actually going to make it much easier to kill these treasure hunters. Thought I had a song running. Did I forget my song? Okay, well. Flame Serpent, Sing, Flask, finish the frog. I'm really taking a lot of damage here. There's a lot of ranged enemies, which I dislike very much. Alright, we're gonna have to go a little bit hard on the restoration items here. You know what? This would be a little easier to look at if I went in through the snack bag interface. Okay, we are now close enough to charge him. apparently I can lay down planks when I get charged, or when I get pulled to enemies. Just hastily throw them on the ground as I'm about to land. Alright, I would love to get out of the... Ooh. I was going to say I would love to get out of this floor screw exploring anymore, but also that's a gold frog. Although, having to walk through the moderately unpleasant void all the time to fight it is going to be kind of a bummer. And it really is fleeing very effectively. You know what? I should be cooking. It jumped toward us and the stupid Floriconda ruined everything. Well, you know what? Wow, it's got a lot of health. Okay. I'm not sure that killing this thing is going to be at all feasible. I'm going to bandage this just to regain some health, even though it's not a terrible danger to us. Also, I can't figure out where the stairs are. That's not helping. Wait. Switching to normal physical damage to kill the bog frog. We can kind of just wander around until it jumps back to us, I guess? Since it seems to jump at random. Ah. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't usually jump toward you. Yeah, I don't know. Killing that thing might be more trouble than it's worth. Alright, we need to go down there. Ah, that's very annoying. I do not have time for you right now. Very busy. Yeah, I mean, not making a bunch of money is... It's not the end of the world. Oh good, more Deadly Void. Hero cannot use abilities. Let's kill this crystal real quick. I'm gonna start singing the Endurance song. We should probably be rolling a healing flask. This is a lot of enemies all at once. Although, we're doing an alright job of shredding them. Just through passive defensiveness and stuff. So you're in a fire right now. You probably kill you pretty quickly, and I want to get rid of the possibility of gas. Jesus. Huckster Bass. That's a pretty good villain name. So we've got a pair of these annoying ranged bandits. I'm getting teleported all over the place constantly. It says I'm being pulled, but I'm not being pulled to anything, so I don't know what it really means, but yeah. Okay, this is annoying. I don't think it's actually that dangerous. It's just very annoying. I think what's happening is that the one guy is pulling us and then moving in the same turn. Actually, I'm up at the top of the screen here. What happened to the camera? That's weird. Huh. Yeah, the camera keeps jumping down and to the right. Well, it being difficult for me to see is certainly... It's an interesting power. I don't think that that's something that the monsters are supposed to be able to do. I'm going to switch back to my sword here to take a swing at this gold frog while it's nearby. Alright. Back up. This has 3 range, this has 3 range. 210 power versus 233. This is probably better due to the lightning synergy. Alright, he pulled us in and immediately died because he pulled the flame serpent on top of himself. Okay. I think we're pretty much good now. What is happening with the camera? I just need to wait for some of these ground effects to die down. Okay, this one is still alive. In fact, completely undamaged. I wonder if this was the source of the camera problems. The camera was like trying to show us this enemy because it was affecting us with stuff. Right, snack bag interface. Ugh. Hate ranged attacks. The thing is, if I move in on him, I'm afraid that he's just going to run away immediately. But the song ended at some point. Lower your elemental defense. Stupid alchemists are healing him. I'm not really taking that much damage here, though. Okay. If I charge, I'm going to charge right past him. Well, I was going to say it's still good for the buff, but if I don't manage to hit him before the buff expires, it's all kind of moot. Alright, finally. That was a heck of a way to start a floor. Mana Seeker's Ring, Vanishing Raiment. I mean, it's not much damage. Oh, I still have planks, actually. It's none damage. Okay, that time the gold frog felt bad for me, which I appreciate. We may as well grab these. Like I said, we don't take very much damage walking in the void. The good news is it seems like there's maybe no more monsters left. We killed everything. Huh. Just a random tree stump. Seems strange. Alright, well, I don't see the stairs, so we're going to activate a song so that I have one extra space on my Highland charge. Okay, those are stairs to go the wrong way. I do need to remember to use my dream vials and stuff, especially the dream throwables. Like, there's no good reason not to use these. So can I sort by dream type? Like, by the fact that they say dream on them? Because that would be handy. Just sort all the dream stuff to the top. Or even just put them in alphabetical order. I guess that's what I'll do. Don't put a lot of value in a dream unstable concoction. Not even enough to take 15 damage for it. Costume party. Every monster is dressed up like a different monster. So this is actually an Ember Spirit. Fortunately, they all say on them what they are, so it's not really dangerous. I guess unless you're not paying attention. It does let you see the art of monsters that you might not otherwise see, which is cool, I guess. It's a fungal column. It's a rock viper. I believe this was a three-floor dungeon. Ooh, gold frog. Get him. I don't know why there's so many gold frogs. Okay, that's a good crystal. Keep that around. Oh no, I'm burning the crystal to death. Yeah, I'm not hurting the Thunder Spirit very much because I'm hitting it with lightning damage. SB, come on, be smart. Okay, we have enough JP once we go back to town that we can buy that other weapon passive. I suppose right now I'll use this because otherwise I'll forget. Fungal column, not things I have to actually worry about. Oh, hey, look, it's a Guardian Sphere. So yeah, I think what was happening before was the camera was trying to move to where we were getting pulled to, but for some reason the pull wasn't actually affecting us. So the camera was moving, but we were not. Alright, well, we're finding a lot of dream tonics and whatnot. It's weird that all of the enemies on this floor are just fungal columns. Alright, I think we've gotten all the loot we're going to get out of here. Okay, and here things are once more what they seem. These are very annoying, Guardian Lurkers. We are probably going to want to have more health than we have right now. This might be a good time to turn on our Song of Endurance and maybe throw up a quick Flame Serpent. Oh, he did that swap positions with this move. Actually kind of annoying when we're relying on Flame Serpent. Okay. So, I don't think that these guys have any special protection against electric damage. I'm going to move down before we do anything else so that our Flame Serpent is on top of this. Wow. I suddenly took a huge amount of damage. What do I want to do here? We are in a place where it would have been cool to have one of those big dream potions. I don't have any massive instant restoration stuff, do I? No, I do have a teleport scroll, so we can still just teleport out of here. We can teleport, you know, into the distance and give our flask and some other things time to work. This guy's almost dead. Alright, I'm gonna... This is awkward. I don't want to charge into Deadly Void, and there's a column in front of us that way. It's going to be just us and the Guardian Lurker in a second here, but I'm trying to make sure I don't die on the way. You know what? This might be a good cross slash. Okay, step out of the big fire. Now eat something that gives a lot of health. Or maybe... No, let's eat first. I was going to say, this might be a good time to just blow up that guy with a throwable, but... Yeah, I thought there was a pretty good chance he was just going to kill himself on us. Okay. So we have a lot of health incoming. It's not really to our benefit to throw stuff when there's only one enemy. Like, we hit pretty hard. There we go. Boy, there sure are a lot of fire enemies shooting fire at us from everywhere. Fortunately, our helpful random helper guy is kind of saving our lives right now. Okay, well, we found our Memory King. It's a Wraith, a physical resistant blinking toxic Frogmaster. I've never seen an enemy with the Frogmaster trait, so I don't know exactly what that means, but I do have a guess. Alright, if we deal or take damage, it should refresh this, right? Yeah, taking or dealing damage, blocking, or parrying. So we don't want to use an ability this turn, we want to hit. Okay, here come the frogs. That's kind of what I figured. This is a bad time for there to be poison everywhere. I mean, I guess Song of Endurance is running. Jeez. Well... I certainly don't want to leave the floor before I get the job done here. We get to hit 3 targets with our parry thing, so our parry chance is quite high right now. Unfortunately, there's just so many enemies, and the, yeah, your attacks have no effect on anything but the crushes. I guess that's what blinking means? Because physical resistance shouldn't be affecting us, on account of the sparks. Well, this is bad. We're taking a lot of damage here. We're not dealing a lot of damage. We're probably going to have to hit this thing like 6 or 7 more times at least. We probably have to teleport away. Bog frogs have charge, though. Boy, my cross slash didn't do any damage to any enemies. Sucks. Alright, let's teleport away a little bit, so we're not fighting everything all at once anymore. Wow, yep, they all had their charge available. None of them used their charge during the approach? Really? We might actually have to bail. Alright, hold on. Let's go in through the snack bag. 499 is probably the largest amount of health return we're going to get. Yep. Alright. Eat this. That was our free turn. Oh, my attacks can harm nothing but the... Oh, that's right. That's what wraiths do. That's why our cross slash didn't do any damage. I forgot about this thing that wraiths do where they taunt you, basically. Well, that's about to end. We need to make it to the stairs. Or to those stairs. The charge this way. Well, it looks like all the frogs disappeared, actually, so she'll have to summon new ones. I'm gonna hit my flask and we're gonna go right back to it here. Let's try to get some damage in before stuff gets resummoned. We'll summon up a new flame serpent. Oh, come on. The frog hop. So much damage. We're so close, though. The thing is, anything we do that's not lethal potentially kills us, so... I have no more teleport scrolls. We can throw a vial, but there's no guarantee that I won't die. Fortunately, most of these enemies aren't ranged. I think the Wraith isn't ranged either. So, like, if we stepped down to here, only one enemy could hit us this turn. And we're still gaining health at a pretty good clip. I wish I had better options than that. Okay. We gained a considerable amount of health over that turn. I wish I had just, like, a single big smash ability. Our damage is pretty incremental. You throw up dust in the wind. We do a Furious Crescendo, but I have no idea how much damage it will do, and if it kills our song without killing the Wraith, it's probably going to kill us. I'm gonna go Dust in the Wind. Okay, we didn't parry anything. I don't know what my parry chance is right now. I bet it's really high. Is that... Yeah, it's 57. We got attacked like 4 times there, and we didn't get one parry with a 57% parry chance. Alright, well, we can reflask, and then... Oh no, I don't have enough stamina for a Highland Charge. Uh-oh. We might die. This might be the end. So I do have a little bit of instant health stuff. I could take my parry chance to 87% and just try to survive via parrying almost everything while healing rapidly, because my healing is still significant. I'm doing it. Nope. Go to 87% parry chance and immediately miss 3... Oh no, this is me... Yeah, I was at 87% parry chance and I missed 2 parries in a row. Which is enough to kill me. Well, that sucks. You are in a difficult area. Check your gear and heal up before venturing into these areas. Yeah, I was venturing into this area to get my gear better. Well, that's disappointing. All I needed was to parry most of the incoming attacks. It didn't even have to be all of them, but it did have to be more than none of them. Well, obviously, that's going to be it for us for today. Let's go back to the title. I want to see something here. New game in this village. So we keep all of our developed groves and pets and stuff. We'll be playing in heroic mode. We did not unlock any of the other classes. Okay, I don't know what it takes to unlock them. So we're going to come back next time as a new class. We're going to experience some new things. We're going to get some advantages from all the work that we did as that first character. Let me know if you have any particular feelings. There are some spellcasting stuff going on. We talked about a couple of the other physical classes when we were switching to Sword Dancer. There's the Floramancer, which is an interesting pet class. You get to have a Floraconda with you all the time, basically. And then you summon vines. There's a lot of cool positional stuff. You can like make vines and then jump to them immediately, and you make plants that creep along the ground and poison people. It's a pretty cool one. There's Hunter, which is the sort of the basic ranged bow class. There's also this Soul Keeper, I think is pretty interesting. It's kind of a bow class, but you collect the spirits of fallen enemies and then you make new enemies you make pets out of them. So there's a couple of things you can summon, like a Soul Shade, or there's a couple of things you can summon, but you can also just recreate a dead enemy from its echo. So you can make a copy of any enemy that you've killed, obviously with some restrictions. So yeah, let me know if you have strong feelings about seeing any of those classes as our next character. And that's going to be it for us for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry about dying in that horrible way, but got in a little over my head there. Come back next time, the start of a new adventure, and we'll see you then.